Okay, so this is going to be a short instructional video on how to do polynomial multiplication. There are two methods. I'm going to start off with what we call the box method, sometimes also called the area method, or like the rectangle method I've heard it called. I like to call it the box method. What you want to do is you want to set up a rectangle, and then since we have 1, 2, 3 terms here, we want to give ourselves 1, 2, 3 columns here. Then because we have 1, 2 terms here, we want to give ourselves 1, 2 rows. We're essentially going to bring all these terms down and place them on the rectangle. 3x squared goes here, plus 11x goes here, plus 8 goes here. Here's going to be 11x, and this will be plus 4. Now we get rid of all those arrows. Clean it up a little bit. Too clean. Alright. In order to fill in these boxes, the reason I said it is called the area method sometimes is to fill in each one of these squares, we essentially want to multiply its length times its width. So 8 times 11x is going to be 88x. To fill in this box right here, we're going to multiply 8 times 4. Basically what's on top and what's on the side. Always multiply those. So 8 times 4 is 32. To fill in this box, it's 11x times 11x, which is 121x. To fill in this one, it's 11x times 4, 44x. For the top left, it's going to be 3x squared times 11x. If you feel disheartened by these, or these seem confusing to you, just remember that you're multiplying the number times the number and then the variables. So 3 times 11 is 33. X squared times x is x cubed, or x to the third. The bottom left, last box, it's going to be 3x squared times a positive 4, which is going to be 12x squared. We want to know what the area of the whole rectangle is, so all we have to do is take all the terms out and add them up. Adding them up requires combining like terms. So if we are looking at this box and we want to combine like terms, it'd be good if we could identify what the like terms are first. I get to do that in multicolor. In green we have the x squareds. This was supposed to be an x squared too. Sorry, x times x is x squared. Always check your work. So these are the x squareds. In this like light orange here, I've got the x's. And then the other two have no like terms. Not like. So I'm going to bring all those out. Biggest power first. 33x cubed. All the x squareds, 121 plus 12, adds up to a positive 133 x squared. Bring these guys out. 88 plus 44 is 132 plus 132x plus 32. And that's my final answer. If you like the box method, awesome, because I'm about to give you one more question. If you don't really like the box method, you might want to come back to this one after I review the vertical alignment method while doing question number 33. The box is a little too organized or a little too geometric for you, The other way that we can do this resembles regular multiplication. I recommend once again that if you can do this question by yourself, you pause right here, take out some loose leaf or some scrap paper, and do the question yourself, and then unpause the video to check to see if you did it right. Okay, I'm going to use the alternate method of multiplication. Looks a little bit more like regular multiplication. 8x squared plus 4x plus 4 times 5x plus 2. Essentially the way this works is, you take the term on bottom, do it in a different color, take the term on bottom, and you multiply it by this, then you multiply it by this, then you multiply it by this. And you bring them all down here. Then once you've done that, you have all these terms down here, whatever they are. You take the 5x, and you multiply by that, that, and you bring them down here, here, and here. So that's like the flow to it. That's where everything goes. I keep hitting the cast button. So let's do it. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 4x is 8x. This 8 over here is positive, so I should put a plus in between them. This 8x is positive as well. Now 2 times 8x squared is going to be a positive 16x squared. I'll stay purple. 5x now, it's 5x's turn. 5x times 4 is 20x. It's a positive 20x. 5x times 4x is going to be 20x squared. It's positive as well. And lastly, 5x times 8x squared. 5 times 8 is 40. X times x squared is x cubed. Now that we've done all that, we get to go to the fun part, which is combining like terms. We want to add these up. After you're done multiplying, you add them up. And when we add these, you'll notice that like the terms don't line up. That's fine. You should be looking for like terms based on the powers, not where they are, because those patterns are unreliable. So instead, we want to look at the powers. What's the biggest power? It's x cubed. Are there any other x cubes? No like terms. What about the x squareds? There's a positive 16x squared, and here's a positive 20x squared. Let's find one more set of likes. Here's an 8x, and here's a 20x. You'll notice the only things left are the 8 and the 40x cubed, which are not like. So all we're going to do now is we're going to bring them down and write them in correct order. Biggest power first. 40x cubed. 16 plus 20 is a positive 36x squared. 8 plus 20x is going to be 28x. And then I'll bring down the plus 8. And that's the answer. Like I said, if you prefer this method, you might want to go back to the first question and see if you could do that and get the same answer that I got using this method. And if you have any more questions, please let me know. Have any suggestions, or you want some more practice, just go to the lesson 1 sheet. Good luck.